Well, so then if you guys had a chance right now, who you putting your money on to win the Super Bowl next year?
So watching that game reminded me of when y'all lost to the Buccaneers.
Buccaneers. Oh, I was gonna say.
Like, and I wasn't paying much attention to it during the game, watching the game or whatever, but listen to it after. Like, the Eagles just rushed four, sat back, and was able to get pressure with four. And
Mhm.
obviously, when you can get pressure with four, it makes it easy to,
Yeah, you got that
guard.
extra
So,
guy just sitting there in
it
coverage.
was yeah, it was I mean, I can't believe it. I'm still
It,
shook.
I
it
mean, we
feels like
got
it
we got
was.
all the predictions too on the last podcast.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
so I was way wrong. I was wrong both sides. I think
yeah.
I said I was wrong on the low scoring Eagles win. It was a high scoring and they won. So I was way wrong. That's why I
Well,
want to
no,
give
but
you.
you did say that they had the blueprint. Like you did
Yeah,
on the last one, you were like, if anybody could beat them, it would be the Eagles because of their
yeah,
defense and because
hmm
of they could run the ball. But
yeah,
it was the blueprint of when Tampa beat you guys in the Super Bowl. Like,
yeah.
if you're going to beat Kansas City, if you're going to beat Pat Mahomes, you gotta just put pressure on him. And
Pressure.
he was running for his life, but he
Yeah,
did play the worst game I've ever seen him play.
yeah. He admitted
Like his
that too,
whole
though.
career, big game, regular
Yeah,
season game. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen him look like shook. And he
yeah,
looked like he was shook in that game.
yeah.
Well, so then if you guys had a chance right now, who you putting your money on to win the Super Bowl next year? Right now, today,
Are
what
we
team
for?
you taking?
Are we 48, 72 hours? How many hours we out? What's like are we oh my god, already?
Right now, the way too early Super Bowl projection for
Yeah.
next
I'm
year.
well, not the Jets, because they say part ways with Aaron Rodgers. So
uh
let's just get them out of there. Cleveland out.
yeah, I wish. I would say
No,
the Chiefs. I go with the Chiefs.
again, yeah. Now,
I gotta go with the
I mean, I
Chiefs.
know it's like there's like free agents got to move,
I
and
got to
like the
go back
teams
with
are
the
gonna look.
Eagles.
Well,
Yeah.
not
The
the Eagles.
Eagles.
Why not the Bills?
Yeah,
You know,
but
It's a lot to happen. It's a
they,
lot. It's a lot
yeah.
now.
Give me
Hey,
four teams, and then I just because the
the Beng-
Ravens.
the
no.
Bengals.
You know who I think is a dark horse? The
Who's that?
Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, I was
Mm.
about to say that. Yep, I agree.
Yeah,
They need
I
a
think they
defense.
are. If they get back T. Higgins, they bring back Chase, they go get a couple offensive linemen and get just a couple good dudes on defense.
Yeah,
their offense is so good that if their defense can just be like mediocre,
yeah.
like I'm a big Joe Burrow dude. Like
Oh,
Joey
Joe.
B, he's tough, man.
No, they got hot at the wrong. Well, not the wrong time, but too late at the end of
Too
the
late.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like they've done
uh,
that the last few years. Like they
yeah.
always like lose at the first of the season
And
and
that's
then they're
the
playing catch up.
yeah. That's what I was saying. The margin for like the error is so small because everyone's
Yeah,
so good. So it's like one game might cost you a Super Bowl.
I
It
think they
was
lost to
things.
the Patriots week one. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah, yeah.
Patriots.
The
Yeah,
Patriots.
yeah.
Exactly.
You know
There's
what I
like
mean?
teams that like the Giants a couple years ago when it was like 8-8 or something, 8 and something in
Yeah,
that Super Bowl or something. And people like, oh, they're not no good. No, they probably won 6 out of 8 and was rolling. So
yep.
it's about the momentum, and then when you're getting hot at the right time, man. When Jalen Hurts was out and the Eagles was still winning, and when he came back, oh man, Brian,
And
man, when
it's
you start playing golf, that's what I want to
oh,
do.
dude. So like we were never really exposed to golf when we were young. Like nobody I really knew played golf. And it was when I was in college at Baldwin Wallace, like my roommates, one was from Erie, PA, the other one was Ashtabula, and they both like golfed or like, played golf enough to where they were like, let's go golf one time.
Mhm.
And there was like this old course, it's not even there anymore. Uh it's called the Links in North Olmsted, but it was like a just like a little like 9-hole course. But I remember the first time I went, dude, I couldn't hit a ball straight to save my life. Like everything I hit went a mile to the right.
Sound like
But
me.
the one time that I laid into one and caught it flush, I was like hooked. Like
Yeah,
that first time I hit a good golf shot, it was like, oh yeah, I gotta do that again. Like I gotta
yeah.
figure this out. And then I
Hmm.
played in college, but college, like we were drinking and like
Yeah,
partying while we were golfing. Like it wasn't
yeah,
like we were like focused on it. And
right.
then I would probably say like I want to say it was like around 2010. Chad Zally got into it, like, and we started going like pretty consistently. So I started in college, probably like 2005 or six, but I would say I started playing like on the regular 2010.
Okay.
So I mean, what, 15 years now, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
That's crazy.
now it's like my favorite thing to do. Like me
Yeah.
and Zach, $20 on the line, like that's as good as
He
it
did. He
gets.
didn't beat me last year or the year before.
I was
Come
waiting
on,
for
man.
Zach.
Don't
I was
even
waiting
start with
for it.
the
I was waiting
I
for
have Chad
it.
Zally can be the person who will back me up. There's been plenty of seasons where I beat Zach. So don't let
Yeah,
him sit here and try to
not
I'll
recently.
dominate. That's
2024, 25 goes to.
Yeah,
we played like
and
2 times last year. Like it wasn't even like we played golf this past summer.
Yeah.
But no, Zach's game's way like Zach's game is way better than it was a couple years ago. And yeah, I mean
yeah,
it's same thing. Like he started to be able to hit the short shots, and then I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
yes,
So
no,
So,
I
Zach, I'm
mean,
about to say, when you start playing golf,
I
Zach? I
shit, I
swear, we
started
used to play in
playing.
the grandpa in the backyard.
Yeah, I was about to say I started playing probably like first like hitting the golf ball when I was like 11 or 12 with my grandpa. I'd always go. He lived in a trailer park, and they had a big field in the beginning of the trailer park, and we go out there and I would hit with him. He would just go through each club with me. I'd hit him. Just teaching me. He loved golf. He was like the only person really on. I mean, my dad's side of the family, nobody played golf like Ryan said, but my grandpa played golf, so he's the one that taught me. I started going with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's when I was 13, 14. We go to Indian Hollow, Carlisle,
Yeah.
uh, go out there and play. So he was really the first one. And then obviously in high school, I didn't play much, with sports and everything. But like Ryan said, probably 2010 when I graduated high school, like when they started playing is when we started playing pretty
Yeah.
consistent.
Man, nah, y'all good, bro.
I do gotta say, I do.
Like, I'm so tired of golfers underestimating them being good at
No,
golf.
I mean,
That is one
Ryan
sport.
knows.
I love the
Ryan,
respect, but
Ryan
no.
knows I talk shit. I'm a big shit talker out there, but I gotta say one story about Grandpa real quick. So he is the one that taught me to play, and then Ryan. We played in some golf tournaments with him. We won the last golf outing we were in with him. Me, Ryan, Chad, Sally, and him won the church golf outing. Uh, the last one he was able to play in, he got sick, and then the last time me and him ever played, I was never able to beat him ever in my whole life. I don't care. I could outdrive him by 150 yards. But Ryan knows he'd hit that thing 150 yards right down the middle every single
Yeah,
time.
every time.
every time.
Every time. So last time we played, it was a ninth hole. I was losing to him by one stroke and hit like a 30-foot birdie to beat him. The last time we ever played, and I swear he was more excited than I was just because I finally beat him. And it was the last
Ooh,
time.
that's fire.
I mean, who is it? Cavs and
Cavs in
Celtics?
Boston.
Everybody else?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cavs Celtics. That's
Cavs
it.
I
Boston.
mean, I don't
Yeah.
really see nobody
Nick,
else making no
And
Nick,
I
noise.
like the Cavs too because they got big. So I think
Yeah.
it's becoming a biggest
I got the
game.
two best bigs in the NBA together.
Man,
Well,
it's
so
10
in
rebounds apiece.
DeAndre Hunter is the guy I feel like they've been looking for,
Yeah.
and like
I feel like
I
we've been
remember him. Remember 2019 when Virginia won the March Madness tournament? Him
Yeah.
and Ty Jerome was on that team. They
Yep.
played together
Mm-hmm.
then. And what was it? Kyle Guy or something was his name. Was the other
Oh,
guard?
Kyle Guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were nasty. And like I feel like DeAndre Hunter is gonna kind of be that piece that the Cavs were looking for. That now he could play defense, but then he could stretch the court and hit those
Yeah.
three. Where like that's what they wanted from Isaac Okoro, but he just could never be that guy. Like he
Yeah.
just can't shoot
I mean,
like that.
we still got him. He could play
Oh,
deep.
I mean that's what I mean. But he's
Yeah.
not. He's what we wanted.
For
DeAndre
sure.
Hunter is what we wanted from him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Okoro is like a guy off the bench playing defense. Like that's another reason.
That's another
like,
one.
Like we got the Cavs top to bottom. I mean, like I said, if I wasn't from Cleveland, I would probably be like, oh yeah, they got a shot. But just because I am, I'm like,
And you've
oh
seen all
man,
these
like,
stories.
yep, didn't see this movie before.
Oh man.
For
No
sure.
way, man. Cavs about to win it all, man.
I
It's
hope
gonna be
so.
in Cleveland. They're gonna burn down the city. It's
So,
gonna be wild. Then LeBron gonna want to come back.
bring him back. Bring him
Yeah,
back.
I'll take him back. Come on back.
Hey, somebody had it on Instagram. Someone was like, oh, this is all setting up for LeBron to come back. And then people like, you are done. We have the best record in the NBA. And you guys still worried about LeBron James. It's like, dang, he got that much
But like
impact.
LeBron was in the NBA when we were in 5th grade.
What
Like
was
that was
that?
his first
Oh,
year in the
two, oh,
NBA.
three? What was that?
Dude, LeBron was in my class. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
great. I remember when I was in high school and it was like an art class or something that we were in at Clearview, and this magazine had him on the cover. But in 2002, like he was just a high school kid.
Yeah.
And I remember like seeing that magazine cover and being like, man, they're like putting a lot of weight on this cat, like
Yeah.
greatest, the chosen one. Like,
Yeah.
and then the whole time he's going to school just, right down the road from us. Like,
Yeah.
so that was like when I was in high school, it was LeBron James, that's all you heard. And then even I always talk about it with you, Anthony, how like I was on the same all-state football like
Yeah.
awards as
Yeah.
LeBron. Like LeBron was the
Yeah.
wide receiver on that list.
Yeah.
And like then
That's funny.
to see like everything that they put onto him at that young age, like being on Sports Illustrated, being the chosen one, like I
Yeah.
can't, it's still amazing to me to this day that he has not only like lived up to that, but like surpassed it.
Surpassed it. Yeah. It's not
It's
even,
crazy. Like, so
it's
that's
way
why I feel like
past.
all
Yeah.
three of us, I feel like anybody from Northeast Ohio, like, is always gonna have like a soft spot for LeBron.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I seen some the other day. Klay Thompson hit like 16,000 points, and they asked him the question. He's like, "What's it feel like to hit 16,000?" He's like, "It just made me realize how crazy it is. LeBron scored 40,000." You know what I mean? Like Klay Thompson is what, probably the second greatest 3-point
Shooter.
all time.
Yeah.
You know,
But
and
LeBron
like,
don't score, right? He just
yeah,
pass
that's
it,
what I'm
right?
saying. Like he's
Well,
doubled it. Like it's just
no, the craziest part now is that he's 40 years old and is still
still
scoring
balling.
40,
So, yeah.
still balling.
I
Like,
think they had him and Michael, whoever was 40 years old, scoring 40 or the highest point by a 40-year-old
Yeah,
man. I think,
really?
yeah, LeBron did. I
ain't no
think he had
comparison.
40, 17 rebounds.
Oh, here we go. Here goes the
Uh,
greatest of all time.
oh, it's
The
LeBron.
debate. I mean,
LeBron,
Very close.
it's easy.
I'm LeBron. Yeah, it's LeBron over here. I mean, I love Michael Jordan, and I mean, I was the kid in the '90s that was Michael Jordan everything, but LeBron's the goat.
See, that's the thing. Like, I know everybody talks about the 90s was more physical, blah, blah, blah. Half them dudes wouldn't even be in the NBA right now. They had dudes
No.
like me and Ryan on the bench.
Half
Like,
them dudes would be in the
like
NFL.
there ain't no way.
If you guys had a superpower, anyone could say whatever. But if you had one superpower, what would it be?
South Park, yeah, Parker.
You want to go first, Zach?
Yeah, let me think.
Okay, a
Superpower. Kids
superpower.
asked me this before. I think every one of my kids has asked me this question. I would say probably flying. Like I feel like flying would be a fun thing to do. It's just like just floating through the sky. Like I think that would be pretty fun. I'd enjoy that. That'd be the one I'd go with for sure.
Okay.
All right. I
why
would
though?
go.
Why? But why? Why you want to fly? You trying to get somewhere faster? Or are you just trying to chill? Like
I'm just trying to chill. Like I'm just trying to float through the sky.
you trying to build like a hot air balloon? Or
yeah,
just,
I can go fast if I want, but I just like floating. You know
want
what
to
I
be
mean?
a bird. You want to be free.
Yeah, like man, yeah, that's about it.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's easy enough. You gonna go, Anthony? Or you want me to go?
Oh, you got yours already?
Yeah, I know what it would be.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah, go for it.
All right, so if I had a superpower, it would be to be able to hear everybody's thoughts. Whenever I wanted to, I could hear what the other person's thinking.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's like a superhero or if that's just like a superpower or whatever, but like when I think about that, it's like you would have so much control over almost any situation you would be in.
I know what you're thinking.
But that's in every situation, like if you just were able to just turn it on, like, all right, I want to hear what this person's thoughts are. You hear what that other person's thinking, then you already know just about every advantage you need in life.
That's funny.
So like I'm not looking like the Hawk or nothing, doing anything special with my superpower, but
but you
like Zach said, he just wants to fly around and hang out.
You just
chill. I just want to be able to control the narrative of anything I want.
And
Like,
that's
all right,
funny.
that's interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's what I said to James because I asked James the same question, and I was like, I wish I could. I first said I wish I could read my wife's mind.
Yeah.
Well, that would be the best part of it all, because then it
Well,
would just save so much time.
but then again, you're like, do I really want to?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
asking
that's the
there.
other side of it. Yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe
So,
not.
Yeah.
just
I could already hear that already.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, like this is how she really thinks about me.
oh Lord, I got to
Yeah.
get it together.
That's funny.
No, but for me, it would be like being able to go invisible.
That's a good
Yeah.
one
That's a
too.
good one.
That's a good
And
one.
it's not like to be creepy like most people say. I ain't trying to sneak in your bathroom, but but like just be going like behind walls. Like say if like say if you got a best friend or something and he in prison. Now I'm invisible. I can just sneak in. You've seen How High. Everyone's seen How High, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
okay, so like kind of like that. Like you think it's the person, and I just boom, I magically appear. So it's like, and it's like I can be able to like transport. Like I can go to Ohio tomorrow. Boom, I'm right there.
Yeah.
We're chilling. Oh,
that'd be
I see.
cool.
I'm going back to Texas. I gotta go take Ava to school
Yeah.
tomorrow. Boom.
That would be
Back.
nice.
So it's like, well, I
That's
guess
almost
it's
like teleporting.
like I
That's
say
almost like,
teleport, more like
yeah,
teleport than invisible.
Yeah.
But yeah, to
Teleport.
being able to like get near and here, like bang bang, like quick.
Yep.
So it's like, look, I'm in Ohio today. I'm in Texas in 35 minutes with no flight.
yeah, and being invisible too would pay off like for just so many things that you want to know. Like times where you're like, man, if I could just be a fly on that wall, like hearing what
Oh,
people are
yeah.
saying,
Yeah, yeah.
you just creep into wherever you want to
That's
be,
true. That's
listening
true.
to whatever, like
Yeah.
because there's so many times in life where I feel like being able to do that and like being able to actually hear how somebody is or how they actually talk or
Right.
whatever, like
Yeah.
Would be
that'd
funny for sure.
be
Nah, for sure. Yeah. Dang. We rolling.
Yeah.
Let's get I got another good question though. Hold on. It's the lowest moment one. That's gonna be a good one. And it's not even a particular time or place. So with the like everyone has been to like a low point in their life, right? At one point. Like this if you haven't had it yet, like it's coming. It's like Cleveland. It's coming.
Oh, yeah.
no, trust us, we know. We've had plenty.
It's coming. So I mean I could start
Yeah.
off like when I was at my so like how you can like word it or answer it, but when I was at my lowest, I feel like reaching out to other people was like the best thing for me. You know, most people that at the lowest point don't reach out to people. You know, obviously you keep it all in. Obviously we are man, so we keep it all in and do all
Yeah.
those things. So I feel like what helped me through my lowest point of my life at one point was just reaching out to others, reading, and then I became closer to the Lord. I started reading the Bible. You don't have to say like what was your lowest point, but like how did you come out of your lowest point, or like a tip for someone that's probably in a situation that you've been in or might hit the situation you've been in.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I can go.
Go ahead.
I mean, probably you guys probably know. Obviously, the lowest situation was probably when my dad passed away, and then which was in December 2019. And then I mean, we had a cool thing happen. You went to the Super Bowl a freaking month and a half later. Like the odds were, that's wild. But I was talking about my grandpa earlier. He ended up passing away in March of 2020 of that year as well. And then we had our cousin Josh of January of 2019. We had three people that were very important in all of our lives, but my life in particular, all of us. So like
Right.
that was a hard time. And I would say I dealt with that not in a good way for a couple years, drinking a lot, I still had to be a father. I've always been a good dad, always put my kids first, but like, drinking more than I probably, I should, just
Right.
going out, trying to stay busy, busy, stay busy so I don't have to think about what's really going on in my life at that time.
Correct. Yeah.
Like I said, drinking, like Ryan knows, I mean, kill a bottle of tequila like it was nothing, go out to the golf course and smash 12 beers just on a Sunday afternoon, just to get drunk, and then,
Yeah.
Obviously my kids, brought me out of it. But the biggest thing was finding Maddie. You guys know Maddie, she's an awesome girl, but like just finding her and like her giving me peace in life, I think was a big, big thing, bringing me happiness, letting me be who I was. And just, I would say that, obviously you guys were a big, help. We were always talking with each other and stuff, but I would say, I mean, you guys have probably seen a change in me ever since I've been with her, calm my life out down. I was pretty wild for a couple of years. So it was nice to slow down and, be with a person who loves me. And, it was nice. So,
Oh man, where Maddie at, man? Maddie must be watching this. She's subscribing to the channel or something. Hold on.
now,
Hold on.
yeah.
Hey, Maddie.
Early Valentine's Day gift.
Yeah. No, I mean, I would say
I-
that's probably she was a bit, big reason in that.
Yeah, no, I've noticed. I mean, I agree. Like I've seen the difference. Like I've seen like once you guys got together, because at that time that's when it was like that was before you met her, and you were running a little wild for a while.
We had fun, those fun times, but just like not sustainable. Waking, drinking 3-4 nights a week, going to work hungover, just not living a healthy life at all.
Yeah.
And then I still, don't get me wrong, I still like to drink, but it's very rarely, once every month or so. It's not even that. But
and it's like it's the difference when you drink to like to to enjoy it or have a cocktail.
Drinking to forget is what I was doing.
Right,
I mean?
not drinking
to numb it.
Drinking to numb it, and try, obviously don't do that anymore. So that was just, that was definitely a low point though.
Yeah, and that's like the best part about that though is that like that helped you get out of that low point. Kind of like the question was, like it was like that was the step that like got you out of that phase. Because I mean, it's my story is very similar. I mean, just kind of exactly what he just said. Just like the overall loss like that we've had with our family over, Papa passed away in 2017. All the way through everybody he said, and just our family's lost a lot of people. And like I think my story is very similar, where it was kind of like the darkest part for me was like that period where like not only was I hurt, but like I knew Zach was hurt. I knew everyone was hurt. I knew our whole family was hurt, even to this day, like it's still a tough thing to like have where like we've lost so many people. But I think maybe like the conversation about what Zach was saying was like you hurt, you're hurt, and like when you're hurt it's like you're going through it. When you're going through something, like there's no way to get through it except to like find a way to like slowly find whatever it is that like you're looking for, and like you said, like I noticed you've really got into like reading the Bible. Like when I was down there in June, like, you're doing like the Bible reading and like talking about faith and talking about how like it's something that is like giving you something, and it's the same thing. I mean, I feel like faith is definitely a big part of like helping people to like have, something to believe in or something to help you deal with those times. But like I think my biggest part, or like the thing I've tried to do myself, is like kind of look at things from a perspective of like, these people would want me to have this, like better times, to have a happy marriage, to have, like all of the things that like they loved us and cared about us. So then like our way of kind of showing love back is to like live through them or for them, like and like my it's just like everybody's human, and like when everybody gets hurt or whenever somebody's dealing something that, like you said, like the lowest point of your life, like there's times where you feel as if like, man, like I don't know how I'm gonna get through this, or like how like this feeling, like I need to get rid of it.
And I think a hard thing like going through the grief too is like the world doesn't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like you're hurt and you just lost somebody important to you, but guess what? You still got to go up and go to work. You know what I mean? And like your mind's not in work, you're thinking about something else, but like people care. People want to say whatever, sorry for your loss, but the world truly don't give a fuck. So it's hard, like, wrap your mind around everything and still trying to live life too. It's just tough.
Yeah. No. And that's where it's almost like my motivation for all of that, or like the times that I feel as if like I needed to pick myself up. Very similar, like, I met Christina and we are now married, and now I'm in a phase of my life that's like a completely different phase than I was in at that time. And I met her right around the time when a lot of the loss happened. Like it was, right after Josh and right before Brad, and it was definitely something that's helped me too, is like to have that like structure, to have that person that you can count on and like lean on, and I've done plenty of that with her,
because we all got that wild side in us where if we are left to our we don't have that structure, we it's hard to reach out sometimes when it's like us, because how we were all raised. Like my dad really never said I loved you, what I mean? Like we're just raised not communicating really when it comes to men. So like having that woman in your life that you can talk to and be with definitely helps with that.
For sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Shoot, me and Ashley, man, that's the number one thing we still working on is communication.
Yeah,
and it's like the more you talk to each other, the more you figure out about each other, the more you learn about each other. So it's like it's crazy how that works. And then like I feel like all men go through a lot of stuff. And that's why it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a good podcast because we can three different looking people, we all in separate lives, we all got different lives, you know what I'm saying, but we still got the common background, common denominator, and so it's like if we could persuade that to other people's,
because I think
invite more people in
2025, men feel a little better reaching out to other guys, but like I said, the way we are, like it's hard sometimes, but like it's good, like the guys, like how my dad was and everything, like they didn't talk about their feelings. They, they found a lot of demons inside, and like it's nice to be able to,
to release it, or just say it, or just let it go. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Because everybody's going through shit, what I mean? Like as a man, as a father, as a husband, you got a lot of weight on your shoulders, so you always just want to, keep it moving.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, and it's like that's. I mean, you guys already know. Like that's if you ever need anything, either of you, like it's like I always want to be like I got your back, you got my back. I mean, it's the situation where at this point, like all I want to see is my people happy.
Right.
Yep.
You guys, our family, everyone. Like I really like. And there is, we're human, like, like we're probably going to have other times where it's going to knock us on our ass, and we're probably have times where like it's going to be hard, whatever we're dealing with, but like the consistency of just like having people who care about, having people to reach out to, and then also like having that kind of like gauge yourself of like, hey, like things are tough now, but even when it's dark out, the sun's shining somewhere.
Yeah. It'll get better. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Got to keep pushing through. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dang. You got a little serious there for a little second.
Yeah, man. You got a little deep on that one.
Oh, man.
A little bit different than arguing about who the best quarterback is.
That shouldn't be an argument. Let's just start there.
Here we go.
So you still going Pat right now?
Oh. Hey, I'm stubborn as hell. You ain't gonna get me to change my mind.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, I can't wait to see. I can't wait for football already.
Yeah,
like no. What are we 72 hours removed? And I'm already like, man, when's the first college football game?
It's the second quarter, two days ago.
I can't wait till August.
That's funny. But that's another good episode, man. We got to keep this rolling, man. And this is kind of just flowing.
It's fun, man.
No doubt. I'm gonna have my man Perez chop it up next week. Different day, same time.
Yep. Think of some other topics, you know what I mean? Figure something out.
Yep. Yeah, for sure, man. Especially this golf kicking in now.
Oh yeah. Start giving our golf picks, UFC picks.
Yeah. I'm about to say I'm about to record myself out there on my putting green.
Yep.
slicing them all the way to the neighbor's yard. Or
Hell yeah. No, that's
All
I told Ryan, mom got like a gift card to this like simulator or whatever in Amherst. We're gonna try to go to and go play like the legit simulator thing, which they're fun to play.
oh, like a
Yeah.
kind of like a Top Golf, or is it like you just hit it to a
No,
screen?
you hit it to the mat or whatever. It's fun.
Oh, okay.
It like tracks your shit. I don't know. It's fun to do.
Yeah.
We don't live in Texas where you can go outside and golf right now.
Look, it's 46. It's 43 right now.
Oh, okay.
But it's about to be 60 next week, though.
Yeah. All right, then, y'all.
All right, y'all. Appreciate you.
right, later, brothers.
We'll see y'all.